Hello there, and welcome to the final game I'm casting today. This is C versus Pure in the OSL round of 36, and they're fighting for the right to lead this group. Whoever wins this game will move on to the round of 16, and whoever loses will just have to wait for another few months and have another chance at the offline preliminaries again. OSL, I think, is definitely the more difficult to get into tournament for a new player who hasn't been in it. There's just so many buys and advancements for returning players that you do have to jump through some hoops to get up from the bottom, as Pure has had so far, advancing from the offline preliminaries and into the round of 36. C is spawning in brown at the 5 o'clock. Pure is spawning in yellow at the 7 o'clock. This map is Andromeda, a very macro-heavy map, so we could be seeing a fairly long game from both of these players here. I do expect it to be fairly longish, unless there's some kind of crazy rush from Pure, or actually C could actually go for some kind of rush, but I think Pure is more likely to go for it, unless C spots him doing something like a 14 Nexus like he did in Game 1. In any case, Pure building his pylon now, and we've seen decent play from C this series. I think last game, really C just flubbed on his timing for his attack with his tanks. He thought he had enough. He thought he had enough momentum, but his tanks got separated from most of his vultures. The vultures got destroyed, and Pure, unfortunately for C, was going for an attack at his main, and C could not return. I think, looking back at it, he didn't have enough time to return to his main to defend, so he was forced to go all in on the offensive, and it just didn't work out for him. But Pure looking very unsteady after Game 1. Last game he played a little better, but I just don't know if he has what it takes to defeat C. As long as C is not having one of his spasms of uncertainty, his insecurity, I think he should be able to defeat Pure here in this game. This map being a little bit Terran biased in the Terran versus Protoss matchup. I think C really is a stronger player between these two, and he's certainly the more seasoned player, and it would be interesting to see how he does in the round 16 if he makes it through. Pure now building his Nexus actually, so once again Pure going for the 14 Nexus, so C could be going for an early push here if he spots this, and I'm pretty sure he will be sending out a scouting SCV, and if he spots this, I'm gonna think he's gonna go for a early 2-factory push like he did last time, although the one variable is of course the fact that on this map it is easier to hold that natural expansion at the mineral only, so I might be wrong about this automatically signaling to C to fast attack, because this map is different from Plasma, whose natural expansion is way out in front. And looks like SCV probe scouting around. Sorry about interruptions. Getting lots of phone calls from the ladies, and by the ladies I mean my mom. Yeah. And yeah, SCV gonna probably run into the Pure's base the last, and so it's gonna take a while for C to see the fast expand, so I think by now it's too late for C to do anything about it. It looks like he's actually going for the fast expand himself, the factory into expansion, which he did last game, and unfortunately wasn't successful with, although I actually don't think the reason he wasn't successful is because of the fast expand. It's actually because of his timing push, just the vulnerability he left his base, the vulnerability of his base afterwards. C also checking the center for a proxy, that's very smart, and he now is going to be able to get to Pure's base. C going for that factory, he's probably going to plant that command center right afterwards. Once he sees what's going on inside of Pure's base, he's going to know there's a fast expand there, and he's probably going to just go for some expansion of his own. And whoa, Pure almost stopping that SCV, but that one probe's not going to be able to do it. One Zealot coming out too now, and C now spotting that Pure has gone for an expansion. Pure might be able to get in here. Oh, but Pure does not get in. Nice fake out there, but still not getting in. Because of the wall in from C. C might be going for an expansion. I think he would be going for an expansion below the ramp, but I could be wrong. I think the Terrans, once he gets siege tanks, are much more able to pick up that expansion first, and certainly the more profitable expansion, especially because this natural expansion is the mineral only is very prone to harassment, especially by the Terran player. The Terran player can siege up quite far away and get those probes anyway. Pure sending another probe up to try to get in. I don't think this is going to work though. There is a wall in there, a complete wall in, so the probe won't get in. And C continuing to scout around. He's got his Marine actually hidden. I don't know if he's going to hide his Marine there at the upper right. No, it looks like he's just doing more scouting up there in case there's some kind of hidden stuff going on. A lot of gateways going up for Pure actually. Interesting. So not going for any early tech here. Looks like he's just going to go for a lot of Dragoons here and try to pick up his second expansion below the ramp. And by the way, GSI finals going to be coming up very soon. GOM TV Abertech Intel Classic, actually. That's not the GSI. But the GOM TV Classic finals coming up. Definitely check that out. Nick Tasteless Plot, Living the Dream in Korea. Definitely, yeah, check him out. And Pro League Finals also, I believe this Friday, or is it this Saturday? I'm going to just check on that while this game's going on. Anyway, it looks like a bit of a... Well, the scout was denied once again, and now the units are moving out for Pure. Pure might be trying to stomp on C's expansion here, but this time it's completely different. I don't think it's going to work this time. C has actually taken his mineral only first, unlike my expectations otherwise, but he's actually taken that first, so it's just not going to really work at this point. And Pure also picking up his natural expansion there. It looks like he's not bothering enough to follow up with that attack. And it's just going to be pretty much a waiting game for now. Both players are going to mass up, and we're going to see if C decide what tech Pure decides to go for. I think Pure, the Protoss player at this point in the game, is the one who can dictate the play for the next few minutes. The Terran player pretty much has to go for a defensive strategy here, as you can see, getting missile turrets, getting siege tanks in siege mode, and making sure no drops or harass come in for the next few minutes before the Terran player can get enough units to push out. And, ooh, that getting creamed there. C also playing very cautiously, making sure that there's no hidden drop behind those neutral buildings on Andromeda. He's killing them off and making sure he can get a spot there and make sure he can destroy it if there is a drop. I'm still just looking for when this Pro League final is, and I just want to make sure I have it right. Okay, I actually can't find it because I'm incompetent with the internet. I will find it though eventually. Okay, it's yeah, it's August 9th at 5 p.m. So that would be this Saturday, 5 p.m. Korean time. It would be 5 a.m. or so, maybe 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So basically Friday night it will be for Americans. Friday night for well, Koreans, Saturday afternoon. Actually, it'll be Saturday early morning for Americans. All right, got that right. And by the way, the Olympics are starting. Woot woot! Summer Olympics in Beijing, in case you guys have been living, I don't know, under the ground. You've been burrowed at some natural expansion somewhere, and you've been just waiting to spot expansion going up, in case you were burrowed Zergling, is my point.